needless to say, there were a number of people who could not be here tonight for a whole variety of reasons. But people were generous enough to share some greetings with you. So I'm going to take a few minutes to share those with you, and then I'll say a couple more words. And then we're going to watch those personal productions. I know a number of people were saying, why aren't we actually watching those? We actually want to hear the audio there. So we will have an opportunity to do that just in a little while. All right, so I think we're all set up for these photos, are we? Okay, so these are in no particular order. And you know what? I think that they'll still keep coming in as well, because we're going to be sending a bit of a virtual reunion to the people around the world and the people who couldn't make it. So I wouldn't be surprised if we got some more of these, but these are the ones that we got so far. So Catherine Vettery, you remember Catherine? Catherine Vettery? Hello, we've got more people coming. We've got late arrivals. Hello, it's so good to see you. Hello. All right, so Catherine, this is from her bio. She moved to London, England in the late 80s after working in film here. In London, Catherine raised a family, created and managed a small chain of signature Italian cafes, catered and taught cooking, and went on to train with National Film and Television School. She's been working as a script developer since 2005 for writers, festivals, competitions, and most recently for Tomori Films. She writes, "Hello, fellow alumni. I am so sad that I cannot be there this weekend. It would be fun to see you all and to catch up after all these years. Enjoy, eat, drink, be happy, and let me know if you're ever across the pond in London, UK. We are everywhere. Here is a semi-recent picture of me with my daughters." Catherine. Wow. I would also add, virtually everyone who does live very far away actually gave it very serious consideration to come tonight. We had Adrian Arnold in Switzerland, who has a message a little bit later, who seriously considered coming. A whole bunch of other people who really considered coming. But we do have some people from very far away. Kelly Jones O'Byrne, where are you, Kelly? Hello? Kelly, yes, Kelly. Now, where exactly in BC do you live? Penticton. She lives in Penticton, BC. She came for this event tonight. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you for coming. Joel Vandenberg and Christine, you are here from Madison, Wisconsin. We have several people from Ottawa. We have David Zimmerly, we have Rob Bowman, and we have Penny Joyce, all here from the Ottawa area. Now, who else is from out of town? Somebody else, other people from out of town?
I came in from Etobicoke.
From Etobicoke, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Well, and here are some of the other emails we got. So Paul Couliari does not live very far away. He lives in Kitchener-Waterloo, and he is the Vice President General Manager of 105.3 Cool FM in Kitchener-Waterloo. Now, Paul really, really wanted to be here, and he had a family wedding that was just that's what happened. But here's what he sent. I love his letter. "Please pass on my regrets for not being able to attend. To anyone who remembers me, and reintroduce me to those who don't. I was the guy napping in the lounge, trying to catch up on sleep. Serves me right for trying to tackle working full-time and going to school full-time. Wish I could be there to hang out and share stories. My, how time flies. You're getting together to reminisce about our university days, and I just moved my son Michael into residence to begin his university journey, and I know there are a few other people tonight who are also in that stage of life. Wow, of all the things I've done in the industry, it pales in comparison to how proud I feel of the fine young man my son is turning into. A toast to you and the rest of the gang from me in Kitchener, Paul Couliari." Okay, Ron Stitt. Everyone remember Ron Stitt? Okay, so hi, sorry I couldn't make it up to TO this weekend to be with you guys. I live in Manhattan, a few blocks from the UN. Married for 11 years to a wonderful wife, Gloria, with an 8-year-old girl, Isabel, and a 4-year-old boy, Michael. Married up, mother-in-law has a house in the Hamptons where you'll find us most weekends, and one in Spain.
Whoa!
Yes.
He married for love.
He married for love, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Who's his daddy?
We're where you'll find us for most of July each summer. Sadly, been going to Spain for almost 10 years now and still can barely speak a word of Spanish. But the kids are fully bilingual though. There you go. Anyway, this is cool. I'm VP of Digital Media for Fox Television Studios, the O&O group with stations in New York, LA, Chicago, etc. Yes, I'm one of Rupert Murdoch's minions. Been here for 3 years after 16 at Disney ABC, and a stint prior to that at NBC. Did my master's in telecommunications management at Syracuse U right after RTA. No, I don't work with Glenn Beck or Bill O'Reilly, although whenever I say Fox, everyone always pictures Fox News. I'm interested in the fast-approaching media technology singularity and helping define what's on the other side. Look me up when you're in New York. Now, I know he wrote that to me, but I know he extends that to you. So I know Ron would be happy to hear from any of you. Hope you're all well and have a great time at the Union. 25 years, that's sick. Ron Stitt.
What's the Hampton address?
Yeah.
What's that? A Hampton address?
The Hampton address. We want the Hampton address. That's where we're headed. Yeah. I got that. Okay, so let's call up those pictures from Terry Bailey and Janet Jones. Do you remember Terry Bailey and Janet Jones, everyone? So they were a couple. They were a couple in RTA, and they did get married. And, you know, I think they win the prize for having children who look the most like them. You know, see if you agree. I looked at that and I said, that's Janet. No, it's not Janet. It's Cambria. That is Cambria and Jenna. And the other one, that's Julian.
Wow.
And he looks just like Terry and Janet. Terry writes, getting your email made me happy, then startled me into remembering how old we are. Regarding staying in touch, I know Janet and I are virtual mutes, but Lynn, I came across your blog some time ago and I check it out now and again. It feels as though we still talk, from my side at least. I do the same with friends closer to home and suffer from the delusion that I keep in regular touch when all I really do is keep in sporadic touch and then read their blogs. Janet and I have both turned academic. I run an MA in scriptwriting at, now I'm always going to get this wrong, Aberystwyth, very good. I run an MA in scriptwriting at Aberystwyth University, and Janet's deputy head of her department at the University of the West of England. Janet writes and edits scholarly books, and I'm thinking of starting a PhD. I remember having a conversation once with Ron Keast, and he told me he started his PhD at something like 41 years old. And I thought, wow, that's really old to be doing something like that. The family lives in Bristol now. I commute to Aberystwyth, that's in Wales, during term times for 2 or 3 days a week. By the way, there are about 8 or 9 RTA 84 grads who are now in the UK. Which is really interesting. So, Mariana Martinyuk, Terry Bailey and Janet Jones, Catherine Vettery,
Paul Romanek.
Stuart Allen, Paul Romanek, that's 7, and I'm forgetting someone else. Eve Cantor, yeah, that's right. Interesting, eh?
Lynn, that's just to point out that picture, that's Ron Stitt's backyard.
That's what? That's Ron Stitt's. Phil Dugas says that is Ron Stitt's backyard. Excellent. Excellent. So Cambria is 16 and about to start sixth form college. Julian has just turned 13 and is a keen actor and singer. Blah, blah, blah. Your kids look so much like you. I get flashbacks and then feel like inviting them out to Wheels for chicken wings, except Wheels isn't there anymore. Janet and I are vegetarians and we're all so very, very old. And now we have a YouTube message from Denise Withers, which I think you will all enjoy. It needs no introduction. It's a wonderful thing. Thank you.